This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Right now, man, we got a young man that I've known for years. Mm-hmm. I knew him before he was 6 feet tall.
I know he's really gotten tall.
He's really got tall, man. He's making me feel like I'm a little guy here, you know. And
little shrimp.
And I know him because of his father, his daddy, Sean P. Diddy Combs, who's a person that I respect highly, because we all came in the game around the same time.
No doubt.
And I've been able to watch him become the most successful music mogul of our generation, of our time. And I've had a chance to share a lot of important moments in history with your dad, you know, from the 90s up until this point. And so I have nothing but the utmost respect for him. And I always thought, man, if I could ever come back in a second lifetime and be a kid of anybody, it would be Sean P. Diddy Combs, man.
Really?
Yeah, man. I would love to have him as my dad.
Sweet 16 party.
If in another lifetime, right? Just for the Sweet 16 parties
Just
alone.
for the party, man.
Right? You know, welcome to the show, the one and only Quincy Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Quincy, good morning.
Good morning, y'all.
Now, just to put everybody knows, Q is the eldest. You're the eldest, right?
Yeah, I'm the
okay, and he's your stepdad, and Alba sure is your real dad, and you know, Puff adopted you and raised you, and here you are, and you got great music, and one of the things I was thinking when I was thinking about, I'm gonna talk to Q today. It's kind of interesting having a conversation with you, having watched you grown up.
Yeah.
And I figure, you know what? A lot of people probably think this dude is just getting put on.
Yeah.
Because of who his dad is, you know. But you've actually done a lot of work on your own, right? And as an actor, you know, you're getting rave reviews for this dope movie,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Talk about that, man.
Yeah, that whole experience was crazy. You know, we shot that last year, around like July, August, something like that, and actually took it to Sundance this year, and you know, made a lot of noise over there. And Open Road, Sony bought it. Basically, the movie is about this kid and his two friends. You know, they're nerds, they're geeks. They're in like their own band, not the school band. You know, they started their own band. And, you know, they living in the hood, so it's like, you know, the trials and tribulations of high school. They're always in, like, a bad situation and a worse situation. So it's like they always got to decide between which wrong way to go, but the best of the wrongs, you know what I mean, to go. And it's like they never can find, you know what I mean, like, just a smooth path, and things go wrong. You know, A$AP Rocky's in it.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, they mess
Zoe
around.
Kravitz in it, right?
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, the kids mess around and, you know, hang with the wrong crowd, and, you know, drug deal going bad, and they end up with the items, and they in school, and it's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. So you play a kid from the hood?
Well, yeah, I played. They were supposed to deliver the package to a certain somebody, and I'm that certain somebody's son.
Yeah.
That's how I'm introduced to the movie.
So where did you draw inspiration from? Because you ain't never lived in no goddamn hood.
Let's be real.
What did you? Where did you get your inspiration from?
I got a lot of hood friends.
You got a lot of hood
You know,
friends.
so you know, sometimes, you know, I guess, you know, you can get a little ghetto sometimes, and you know, thanks to the friends, you know.
Does your dad try to keep you away from the life that he grew up in as a kid?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely not, you know, obviously, you know, to the point where, you know, how he was raised. You know, I'm definitely, you know, was raised in a household, big house and family. We was raised, you know, pretty, you know, good, you know, just to say.
Pretty good.
That's nice. He's so humble, Sway.
I like that. Now I'm fucking with you, man. I gotta get it.
But I'm blessed and I'm happy, and you know, I love my family to death. Yeah.
You have a beautiful mom, you know,
She's beautiful.
and people talk about your dads, but man, it's, you know, we got to talk about your mom.
Absolutely.
You know, and what kind of advice has your mom given you? Because she's been around in the world of entertainment for as many years as anyone.
Yeah.
And she, you know, she has her own career as well. And what kind of advice has she given you that's been significant in your progress?
Yeah, well, she's always been, you know, always number one supporter. You know, I mean, just like my grandmother, rest in peace, she passed away last year. She's always been a, you know, huge supporter in everything that I do. You know, at a young age, I'm kind of upset I didn't listen to her before, but she was trying to push me for the acting at a young age.
Yeah.
And I had long hair, like I'm talking about down to my shoulders, and like people kept thinking I was a girl, and I was like, I wasn't having that. You know, that really like hurt my feelings as a kid. You know, and I was like, you know, I don't want no cameras, like you know, get it out of here. You know, and then, you know, later on, of course, you know. I got into it, you know, later on, wishing I would have got into it, you know, when I was a kid. But, you know, my mom always just, you know, pushed me. She's always, you know, do this, do that, you know. And, you know, dealing with this last year when it comes to music and all the acting, she helps me make a lot of my decisions, you know what I mean? she's just she's been there. She's seen a lot. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And she has. I think she has a great mind to kind of like follow when it comes with these career decisions. So I'm not signed. I don't really have nobody like making these full blown decisions for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can kind of dictate where my career goes, and with the help of my mom, and close friends and family, I can just make it all happen.
I can only imagine being a kid for you and people knowing who your family is. Did you kind of get the reverse, like the backlash, like the rich kid backlash? Did you get bullied at all?
I mean,
It's okay, Q. Let it out, man.
I moved schools so much, and then like I think first like 3 or 4 moves, it was a little weird, and I kind of got the little, made fun of, just a little bit. It was all fun and cool. Like I'm too like outgoing to be affected by like the bullies or whatever. But I definitely got it. I was light skinned, had long hair. All the girls like me. I had no guy friends in like middle school up to high school. Like I think like junior, senior years when like dudes start rocking with me. I think it was after the Sweet 16.
After that Sweet 16 there, man.
I'm telling you.
Shit, I wanted to hang with you after that, and I work for MTV. All right, go ahead, HB.
You know what? You talk about school, and it made me think of something. Looking at Justin, he plays football, sports. You're tall, light skinned. You said you had long hair. Girls were loving you. No basketball?
See, I actually was baseball. Baseball was my life. Yeah,
Wow.
And the fact that my family is, who my family is, and we move so much. I guess the whatever the criteria or the requirements, to play sports, you couldn't miss so many days in school. So they made me ineligible to play sports like junior, senior year.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, I had to like give up baseball, and I had a bunch of free time, and that's when I got into acting classes and music.
There it is. Quincy Brown is here. He got a new song called Friends First, featuring French Montana, who a lot of people don't realize does a lot of work in the studio. He came up here and said he does a lot of production.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting topic in this song. It's about, listen, man, before we could become girlfriend and boyfriend, let's become friends first. I don't know anybody your age that would be interested in becoming girlfriend and boyfriend anyway. So you basically, that to me, that's just like a carrot you thrown in front of women just to bang them out. Let's become, doesn't that sound right?
Hey, you know what?
game.
No, definitely. Some people see that as like a huge, just gaming kind of, source. But honestly, like I've been in situations where I rush things, and it never ends up right. I mean, I hate being the one feeling like, I put you in this situation and I could have easily avoided it for you and for us, and it's like, a couple of those times you don't want to go through that.
You don't want to go through that.
Over and over, and that's messy.
That's messy, man. Yeah, you rather bang them out without that obligation and commitment. No, Q, man. Q, get out of here, man. You got to say that stuff. All right, we're going to open up the phone lines. Here's the song, 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. My man Quincy Brown.
Sound good.
Friends first.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
So Quincy Brown's, son of Diddy, but he's doing his own thing, Heather B. I like kids who can ride their family's coattails if they wanted to, but this dude, you even have a production company called For Example, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm directing videos now, and I'm just bringing all the pieces of the puzzle together and just giving it to the world. It's all about content. I'm all about just getting content out there, whether it's my own or doing it for other people. Just using the creative minds that me and my partners have, and just making it happen.
Now you could easily just go to go to Puff and be like, yo man, I can you give me a loan?
Yeah,
and I'll pay you back. But
that's not satisfying. Like I can't get anything out of that. It's like when I put the work in, and then everyone else recognizing it is kind of my satisfaction.
You want to earn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not
It
mad at
feels
that.
Better, you know.
Your father puts a lot of Instagram just positive affirmations up, just motivating people. Dream big, anything you could do. I saw him out run a football player last week. You can do anything you can do. Like, what is that like at home? Like, does he wake you guys up in the morning? Yo, Q, you got to get up. If you still sleep, somebody out there working.
You'd be surprised, Usually who get it the worst is Christian. Like, he'll wake Christian up 7:30 a.m. and just go for a walk and just start talking about life. And he be like, "Oh, like, yo, how you doing that way?" I'm like, "Yo, it's all like, yo, it's just like I had to go through it too, but I think it's good, It's just a different way that he kind of, it's like cool, just a little relationship that we have with him, and like he's dad, super dad, all that. He's, he gets to preaching, he gets to, he's all that positive stuff he be posting. It's not just the post, like he actually, sits back and knows what he's talking about, and
When you see negative stuff or stuff that may not be so positive, do you ask him about it? Because I remember weeks ago when it was rumored that he and Drake got into a conflict, and I'm sure you're a Drake fan. Who isn't?
Right.
You
exactly.
know, did you ask him? Dad, what happened?
I didn't ask him personally. I didn't like shoot him a text or nothing. But of course, I heard. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just hit him like yo. So I heard through the media. I heard just like everybody else. And then of course I hit whoever was like yo, what's going on? I was there like a bunch of BS. Blah blah. I'm like, I'm staying out of it.
Don't stay out of it, right?
I'm trying to keep all my relationships clean.
That's what I was like. Drake might want to jump on the track with you, but
that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to mess that up.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to know: is it your mom or is it your father that is warning you, giving advice about these young, thirsty gold diggers that I know are clawing away at you?
Yeah. My mom is giving me that talk every day.
Yeah, what she say?
Every single day. She just knows that it's growing up, she could see it quick, Now it's like, her friends are like, hey, Quincy, I'm like,
you banging out your mom's friends?
Nah,
No, okay, I don't want to put that out there.
Nah, but she's like always just overprotective anyway. My grandma was the worst.
Yeah.
She thought every chick I met had a boyfriend. She thought every chick I met was married. She always had the worst. Just so she could say I told you so when something bad go down, but. I think I've learned enough.
You got a good gauge. You named your album after the year that your grandmother was born, correct?
Yeah, 1948.
1948. She recently passed. So she must have had a really big influence on your life.
Huge.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. Just from when I was a little kid. The reason I am the way I am is because of my grandma. Raised in Columbus, Georgia. It was a different type of upbringing. It was. I don't know if anybody's been, raised in the South, but the South is is different, lifestyle coming up. It's just very warm and everybody knows everybody. It's just a good organic, just family fun, like family reunions. I'm talking about where you rent the blow up things and get the horseshoes. Like we got the shirts with the name on the back. Like we was that type of family.
Y'all was okay. Y'all close knit family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just when I listen to his voice, I feel like any second he's gonna say, "I can tell you how I feel about you." Night and day.
I'm gonna redo that song.
You should redo that song. I was gonna suggest
I know.
that.
I think Adrian Marcel did like a little sample from it, but I'm gonna like totally just redo the whole thing, like word for word, lyric for lyric.
You gonna bring your pops in on it?
Yeah, he can sing backgrounds or something.
Yep. Ain't mad at that. Brittany's on the line from LA. Say what's up to Quincy Brown. Go ahead, Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi, Quincy.
What's up, baby?
How are you doing?
I'm chilling. Can't complain. How you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Wow, great
That's
question,
all she
Brittany.
wanted,
Yeah,
huh?
she
She
just
just
want to
wanted
hear
to
your
be
voice,
moist.
man.
Insightful.
Damn, thank you, Brittany, for that really invested question you have for
She
Quincy.
was moist. Wait.
Devin, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Devin.
Oh, boy, what's up, you guys? How you doing, man? Thank you for having me on your show, first of all. It's a blessing.
No problem, man. You're a citizen.
That's Sway in the morning.
What's your question?
Yeah, so, hey, man, first of all, shout out to you being a baseball fan. That's awesome. Let's play catch sometime. I live in Westwood.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, my question, your father, being that your father, man, is such, successful, not only, musician, businessman, he's just a mogul all around in, like, every aspect. What kind of advice, what kind of things does he tell you to help you be successful? Obviously you're not going to lean on him for everything. So it's like, what does he do to help you become, like, your own man in the business and,
Well, 6 out, man. Like something he said to you.
Yeah. Well, it takes a lot of self development. That takes could take years. Especially if you're just trying to find your own. Especially if you want to dive into this music industry. This industry is absolutely crazy. You really got to be your own person. Find that unique sound of yours. And everything just takes time. I immediately when I said I wanted to become an artist or whatever, I'm thinking I'm gonna have my single out ASAP and start doing shows ASAP and. It's 2 years later, and I haven't done a show, yet. I'm still developing myself, so it's all about patience. And once you have something strong, and then you believe in that solid idea or whatever you're trying to create that brand, it's all about pushing. But it does take time. It's that patience that you really got to just let sink in before you let anything else get in the way.
We think, considering who your fathers are, especially Diddy, man. We wanted to know, like, how well do you really know your dad? Because what are you 23. So you was born in 1991. So I think I've known your dad as long as you known your dad. Probably, I've known him longer.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah. Okay.
Damn,
you all know, right? God damn, man. That's interesting. I bet you never had nobody say that. All right. And so I think I know him better than you, but I want to see how well you know your dads. And we came up with this game called
Like Father, Like Son.
All right, DB, you got something for him?
I got something for him. Question number 1. Diddy got his start as an intern at Uptown Records in 1990 until he was fired in 1993. He then went on to build one of the biggest hip-hop labels ever, Bad Boy Records. Have you ever been fired or had a hard lesson to learn?
I haven't been fired, but you know, I've had a 9 to 5 before, and you know, just because I was more so the boss's kind of like homie that was signed on, I got a lot of passes, you know, and you know, I got a 9 to 5 when I was like 17. You know, that was my first time like actually having that. Didn't really think, you know, it was as serious as it is, but then it's like, you know, a couple of those times where I messed up, you know what I mean? Eventually he was like, all right, look, we got to get together. You know, this is this. You got to be on time. You know, I never used to be on, I never had to, you know, a job or work. You know what I mean? So it's like that time thing really, you know, stuck out to me. And that's something about me that I definitely want to just make sure I'm always on time. You know,
so you wasn't flipping burgers, right?
Nah, no burgers. I was actually running social media for an online talent agency company.
Damn, that was you got ushered in that job.
He had a job grown people want.
Is that a real? What's your next one?
All right. Back in the late 90s, Diddy was dating one of the baddest chicks in the business, Jennifer Lopez. If you could have any girl right now, who would you pick?
Any girl right now
In the business, like if you're wish list.
Gosh, Rihanna.
There it is, right?
Not a bad choice.
That's not a bad choice. Man. She's gonna see this too.
Get him in those clutches.
In 2003, Diddy ran the New York City Marathon. What's been the most challenging thing you've had to do?
Not run no marathon. Challenging thing I probably had to do was, gosh, I mean, it's a lot. It's life.
Wash your own clothes.
Wash my own clothes. Yeah. Make my own bed.
Make your own bed. All right.
In 2005, Diddy starred in Carlito's Way, Rise to Power, which was a prequel to the classic Al Pacino film Carlito's Way. What old school movie would you redo?
If I had to redo an old school movie, I definitely would do what's the Bruce Leroy movie?
The Last Dragon.
Last Dragon.
Yeah, he used to be Bruce Leroy for Halloween
Last Dragon.
up until he was 25. So
still am.
Yeah, that's the one. I could see him doing that too, right?
Yeah.
The Last Dragon. All right.
Last Dragon.
All right, last question. Diddy has left a legacy as an artist, producer, actor, and entrepreneur. What would you like your legacy to be?
Hey, I'm on the way. I'm trying to do a little more than he's doing. So
Good.
You know?
That's what's up.
it's different times now. So it's like, you know, the way he did it. Even though he worked super hard, I think if I work as hard as he did back in the day, the results would be even larger nowadays because of the accessibility with social media and everything going on. You know, so.
I agree with that.
That's so
you got
dope.
so many more resources. So Quincy, hang out with us, man.
Absolutely,
All right,
I'm here.
The album isn't scheduled for a release date yet, right?
Right, man, not yet.
But you're gonna keep working until it makes sense.
Absolutely.
29 minutes into the hour, we got a special edition of Celebrity Wire. Quincy Brown is joining us. He has a new song called Friends First. Ladies, he's just saying he wants to be your friend before he bang it out.
Sway's translation.
With the hope that it may grow into something bigger later, and it never will. But understand, though, it's a great song featuring French Montana. Tracy, what you got coming up?
Oh, my goodness. So Terrence Howard, we know how he's currently killing it on Empire as Lucius. And we know that Cookie, his ex-wife on the show, threatens him. But in real life, it's almost as if it's reflecting what's happening on the screen because one of his ex-wives, his second one, her name is Michelle Gent, supposedly she is behind the secret Instagram account where she's been hitting him with a barrage of freaking death threats.
Damn.
Not only towards him, not only towards his current wife, but towards their unborn child. So she's been posting under this
Psycho
alias.
broad.
Yeah, J Chang 768. I'm pretty sure it's still up, so you can go and stalk her if you want. She put up something like, "Aw, whores running the family." Then she said, "You two won't live to see your children." But here's the crazy part. This is how she got caught. Because if you go to her page, she ain't following anybody else except her real
And
Instagram
that's how she
account.
got caught. See, because of that, now you know
It's too easy.
It's idiot.
Dummy.
That's considered terrorist threats now.
Right.
When you threatening somebody online through social media, they can hold that against you in the court of law.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Quincy, you here? I'm sure you ran through a lot of girls.
There you go, Sway.
Come on, man. Look at this dude, man. Look at this dude. Come on. Hey, you've ever like had that happen? Like girls threaten you online because you've had it happen.
Yeah, no. I've seen the most craziest things online. I mean, between just words or just if they sending pictures, whatever. It's crazy. Like,
what's the craziest picture you saw? It's okay.
Some crazy stuff. Like I done seen some chick do some crazy burning themselves with a candle wax.
Huh?
And
What does that symbolize?
I don't know. That's the crazy. I was like, okay.
That's what ISIS does.
What? Hold up, man.
Get
Candle
out,
wax
Tracy.
ain't.
No.
Candle wax ain't that crazy. But some of us.
I haven't made it that far in life.
Oh, you ain't doing
to
that?
enjoy that. Yet,
Okay,
no.
okay. Damn, candle wax. Friends
Aye.
might want to try that, Q. All right, what else we got?
Well, someone else that's dealing with some
Candle wax?
interesting drama in the world of women is Tyrese. And he recently went out on a first date and he was telling this tale to everybody who follows him on Instagram. And he said how it was going right. His phone ended up dying. He needed to Google something, so he used the chick's phone. And when he opened up the Safari browser, the first thing he sees is this chick was checking out his net worth.
Damn.
By the way, he's worth $25 million. So he put a post on Instagram. He said, ratchet all the way. I was hanging out with this girl. My phone died, yada, yada. And he said, this bitch went online to see what my net worth was. What the fuck is going on out here? Hella question marks.
So cute.
Hey, I mean, that's a gamble you take when meeting, new people, especially out in LA, and you have some status with you. I mean, it's not like they going out on a date with you just because you were cool. Obviously, that's your status got their attention, and you allowed that to happen. So I guess you got to find a way of
come to the
gauging and judging the situation a little bit. I mean, it's LA. We live in LA, and it's like,
You know what I always wonder for someone of your type of status? Would you prefer to go with a girl who's more like humble, who's not a part of this industry, who's maybe like more on the broke side, or someone who's like a part of your lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean, both sides. It's like a gift and a curse, you know, because if you're dealing with somebody who's not in the life necessarily, they're not gonna really understand the time and how much time it really takes to, to keep the career, on top. And I guess, if you were somebody in the industry, they just as busy as you.
Yeah.
And if anything, it'll mesh properly in that sense, right?
Right.
Yeah, Rihanna's busy though. You know that,
she's
right?
very busy.
You'll make
she's
that work
very
though.
busy.
You'll make that time
She's
though.
very busy.
She like them light skin.
Q will be home waiting with an apron on. Baby, you back? Take your time. I'll be here 2 weeks. I can do it. I can hold out. And plus, with you, your daddy is worth whatever he's worth, close to $1 billion, if not, I'm sure, or hundreds of millions of dollars at least. But your net worth.
Is this a fill in the blank question?
Yeah, I mean, how much could he be worth yet? He's still putting down work, right?
Yeah. I ain't got a page on that page yet.
Yeah.
On that net worth page, I ain't got a page yet.
Yeah, so
I ain't qualified.
That's
not
better.
Yet.
So, ladies, Q is broke, man. He's struggling out there. He's trying to get it popping right now, right? All right, man. Hey, Quincy, man, good to see you again, man.
Appreciate you.
Your second time up here. Third time up here, you performing for us, all right?
Got you. That's easy.
Okay, you just got a family pass twice. Kim and Diddy. Yeah. I love your mom, and your pops is, an inspiration. So
No doubt.
you get that. Next time, you're on your own.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all to death.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
Always.
Friends First, that's the name of the single. Download. They can get on iTunes now,
Yeah,
right?
iTunes everywhere.
Get it on iTunes and hit them up on the social media, ladies. If you want to burn some wax, how can they reach you, bro?
Everything is just at Quincy, SoundCloud, songs by Quincy. Hit me up. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.